Hello everyone, how are we doing today? I am just getting things ready here, and I'm excited to share with you. Well, we're doing Wednesday toss up instead of Tuesday night toss up this week, but I have got the cutest Christmas card that I can't wait to show you. I think you're gonna love it. It's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be super cute. I have cut out lots of pieces already, so it's ready to go. But we're gonna toss up a card that I made probably about 2 months or more ago, and we are gonna turn it into a Christmas theme. We're gonna make a slimline card, and it is gonna be a cute one tonight. So. All right, we got people popping on from Facebook. Hello and welcome. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I am coming to you from my craft room in Victoria, BC, and my name is Sue Phillip. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Victoria on the west coast of Canada, and I'm just excited to be able to come on here live and create with you. It's been a busy day, and well, I'm going to show you. I am going to be very, very busy in the next week, as I did have 6 large boxes of Stampin' Up! Supplies arrive yesterday, and it is all the stuff for the product share. So that's super exciting for those of you who signed up for my product share, and you're going to get a little bit of everything. Let's see if I go this way, see if you can see. I'm moving you around my craft room. Oh my goodness, you're gonna see all my craziness. Okay, it's hard to see them all, but can you see all of those boxes there? I just cracked open the top of them just to have a look in the first box. And in there is, oh my goodness, so much beautiful papers, ribbon, and goodies that I'm going to get ready for you. So because paper shares are here, probably by the end of, it's going to take me definitely over the weekend and into early next week to get everything cut up, labeled and put in. I've got, let's see, on this side, you can't see it right now, but I have got 2 boxes already of mailers ready to address, and yeah, all your goodies are going to be ready to ship out by about probably around the 17th, I'd say. Yeah, in a week. Yeah, I'm going to try and get it out sooner. I'll see what I can do. But it's going to be like Christmas. So tonight we are doing a Christmas card, and I do have another one of my fun folds I'm going to be giving away tonight. I have some good news. I might save it a little bit, and we'll see if the winner of one of my prizes, I did a post, I guess it was a week or so ago, just a appreciation post to all of my followers, and I have got a gift from the comments of that to give away tonight. It is going to be one of these packages. These were so popular last year, and they are the most adorable little cutouts that you can put on all sorts of packages. So I have got a full package. These were the joyful images, and I have got a full package of those that are going to be, going in the mail. I'll let you know who won those in a little bit. All right, so let's see here. We've got people hopping on from near and far. So good to see you. And I'm going to head on down to my workspace. You are going to see the card that I am tossing up tonight. And we are going to make something really cool with it, okay? Here we go. Let's head on down. I also have to share with you, there's my workspace. Now, I'm going to grab, I always forget, it is the evening time, which means that I am going to have reflection on my workspace. I don't want that to happen for you, so I'm going to grab, there we are. I'm going to grab just a piece of paper just to get rid of that. There we go. Much better. Okay. I'm going to share with you one other thing before I get started here, and as people are hopping on. I did create one more of my cards for October, and I'm going to be creating the last one later tonight. And then I've already got the first 3 cards all prepped, ready to go in the mail. And in those fabulous huge boxes of goodies over there is also all of the products for my October class. So they should be going in the mail probably on Monday. But you guys saw these 2 as my first 2 cards for the October, which is the Ornamental Christmas card club. So I've got those 2. This is like a little peek through window, and it's got some fun paper on the inside as well. And then this one features those gorgeous gold hoops, which you get 2 of them in your kit, so that you can create 2 of these cards. You're going to make 2 of each of these. I have one more that you'll make 2 of, but I had to show you the special card for the month of October, and that is this one. I love it. It is a shaker card. So that is the fun card for the month of October. Isn't that cute? I love how that turned out, and it's just a regular card. I'm going to put, I have a piece of paper already cut and everything. I just haven't put mine in yet, to put a white liner in there, and then you can also add like a couple more little ornaments on the inside, or cut out one of these fun trees to go on the inside too to make it extra special. But those are 3 of the cards. Like I said, I've got the last one still to create. But registration for this class is ending tonight at midnight Mountain Time. So if you haven't already registered for October's card club, which is the Ornamental Christmas, the link will stay live until midnight Mountain Time, which is 11 o'clock in my time. Okay, so you can still squeak in and get in on that class. Okay, all right, let's create, shall we? All right, so here is a little tractor that I created, just this bundle. It's an online exclusive bundle, and it came out, I want to say probably 3 months ago, 2.5 months ago. It's really cute. It's got, I mean, it has the trees, so you can do a Christmas theme, because those are going to be Christmas trees to me. But it's got a tractor. It's got pumpkins for the fall and corn. I did the corn and the hay last time. It's got little banners if you want to put on there. And it has all of course, the pieces to cut and create like a cutout version. So you can either stamp a version. There's the wheels. Here's our tractor. Here is our wagon. You can either stamp a version and stamp all these, or you can also cut them out. So you can cut out just little tiny trees, single trees, which I'm going to be using tonight, but they do have the pieces for the pumpkins, the tree stamp, the hay stamp, the little tiny rooster here, which we're going to do a little, even a Christmas take on this little guy tonight. It's going to be fun. Okay, I do have the other half of the dies. Let's see here, what am I missing? A couple of the little elements. Oh, the little tiny like the seat and the little other tiny bits of the tractor. So we're going to do a really cute kind of spin on the tractor tonight. Okay, so I'm going to bring in some elements to make it a snowy theme. I've got the all season velvet, which I've been using a little bit of that on a couple cards lately. I used the red the other night. Tonight I'm going to use the white for snow, but I'm going to use it for something else too. You'll see in a second. Okay, I've got the silent snowfall for a little backdrop, okay, for a little snowy theme. And then I've got all of the little pieces that are cut out and ready to go for our tractor. Okay, are you ready to see them? Okay. So because this is a Slimline card, we are going to do a double little wagon pull here. So we are going to do 2 red ones, and maybe I'll put those together first before you see a very special tractor that Santa would have, right? He wouldn't have just a plain tractor. He would have something special. So I'll show you that in a second, but I'm going to start just gluing the little fenders and stuff on this to start with. Okay, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to keep the rest off to the side. And then I've got trees, our little Christmas trees. I'm going to deal with Christmas trees. So we're going to put trees in one of our little wagons, and then we're going to put something else in the other wagon. Okay, can anyone guess what Santa might have in the other wagon? Right, like this is Farmer Santa that we're dealing with here, so you can maybe, I'm sure, guess what he might have. I'm going to do a little tiny bit of, I should do some blending on this red wagon too, actually, along the top and maybe along the fenders, just to bring it a little bit more two-tone. Look at that. Eva guessed it. Yes. He's going to have some presents in one of the wagons. I think that's the right thing to do. Okay. So I'm going to just add a little bit of blending. So I'm just using a little tone on tone, and you may not notice too much of a difference, but it adds a little tiny bit of shading just around the edges, just to kind of add a little depth to the pieces. I won't notice it too much. Maybe I should have used cherry cobbler, but we'll do a little bit across the top here. Might be able to see it a bit more. Just a tiny bit. Okay. And then I'm going to glue these on to here like this. 1 and 2. And I'm going to even put a very special tires on our trailer and tractor tonight, which I think you're going to think is pretty cute. Let's see here. There's that one, and let's put this one on. Okay. All right, so there's part of that built already. Okay, now we're gonna add, let's see here. We're gonna add a little green to the trees too, because I just think that they come alive a little bit more when they've got a little bit of shading. Okay, let's see here. Welcome, Crystal. Like I said, we have got everybody here from near and far. We've got Canada, and we've got across the globe here. Okay, see the difference? You definitely notice the shading a little bit more on the trees, and it brings out the detail a little bit more. I have got, and it makes my fingers green. That's always nice. We have got old olive trees, and this is a mossy meadow, but I'm just adding a little bit of shading with some garden green. And you can see the difference. Like, this is the same color, but see the difference when you add that little bit of shading onto it? It does make a difference, right? And you just notice the detail of the kind of like that stitching, the stitched lines in the trees, which bring them to life a little bit more. Okay, we're doing bits by bit, and then we're going to put it all together. All right, so I wanted to do shading on our trees. We're going to put those in the back. Those are our Christmas trees. Okay. And then we have got our wagon bits. Okay. Let's do a little bit of shading. Not too much, but I want to do a tiny bit of pool party shading on our snowflakes, our silent snowflakes, our snowfall. And so I'm just going to use a tiny bit of pool party just so that it's just going to make the snow on the ground pop up a little bit more, so you'll have a little shading in the backdrop, and then you'll have the velvet on the bottom here to make the ground. Okay, here we go. Love it. I'm not going to do too much more than that, but I do love how the snowflakes pick up the color a little bit. We don't have to do too much more because you're not going to see it on the bottom. Okay, I'm going to get out my scissors, and we're going to just add a few little hills here of snow to our ground. So let's just kind of go like that. This tractor's going through the snow. Look at how cute that is with the velvet. I love it. Now, let's see, we've got that. We just need a little bit more over here. So maybe I will just trim this out like that. And I don't think I'm going to need much more. Let's see. Although I do kind of like them layered up a little bit. So I'm going to bring it like this. Okay. Let's see. Yep, I like that. So we are going to overlap them just a little bit, and that way you've got a couple little snow hills there. Okay. So we're going to glue that on. We're going to put it all across the bottom here. And we need to put this one first. Like that. And then let's see, probably good with about maybe that much of this one. I'm going to glue that on there, and then I'm going to add a little bit of the liquid glue in here. There. Okay. So we've got our snow, we've got our snowy sky, and we're ready to get this tractor ready for Christmas. Okay. So we're going to start by putting together some tires, and then we're going to set these kind of going through the snow like this. Look at that. And we need our little wheels. 1, 2, 3, 4 for those. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 centers. Now, if I remember right, last time I did these, we had the big debate of, do the tires go over the fenders, or do the tires go under? And we ended up doing the tires on the outside of the big one, and then we did it on the inside of the small one. Are we good with that? Are we good with doing that again? That's the big question. Or do we want the big tires inside the fenders? That's going to be the big question of the night. Okay. Let's see. Add a little bit of glue on here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I can't wait to add my embellishments on this. They're going to be so cute. And our little tiny rooster, you're going to love him tonight. Hope he turns out the way that I want him to here in a sec. I've got him off to the side cut out. I think somewhere I gotta find him. Okay. That one. Now inside the fenders, small inside for the big ones too. Do we think inside for the big ones too? We can switch it up for this one. Inside for all of them. Is that what we're thinking? I guess it makes sense, right? That's where the tires go. Okay, let's do it. Okay, we're gonna get out the big ones too. The big one and this one for the tractor. And okay, and this guy here, 1, 2, 3. Oop, almost put on the wrong one. Can't have that. Okay, there's that one. So that means we will end up, actually I'll pop out, yes, all inside. Okay. All right. Guys are steering me in the right direction here with these. Okay. All right, so that means, let me think this through. Got to see where these are going to go. Okay, shall we bring out Santa's tractor? Let's do it. So I figured because it's Santa, he's going to want, like, I thought, you know, I'll give him like maybe a John Deere tractor, but because he's Santa, it's got to be special. So I brought out the green velvet. I think Santa would have a velvet tractor, right? It's got to be special. So we brought out the green velvet for his tractor. Do we approve? I think it's going to be awesome. Look at that. And it's like Christmas green, right? It's perfect. So we're going to do that. I am going to need to add on our little seat, and this guy is going to go right here. So this is where it's going to get a little bit tricky because we've got velvet, right? John Reindeer tractor. That's right. That's a great idea. Love it. So I'm going to just attach this because it's going onto velvet. I don't want to put glue on top of the velvet and it get all yucky, right? So I am going to just attach it with one glue dot, and I think it'll hold just fine on that velvet there. I know, I thought it was fitting for Santa to have a velvet because, you know, he would have a velvet suit in red, right? So I figured he needs a tractor to match, right? And the green is perfect. Now again, I'm going to attach these fenders to it with some glue dots as well. I'm going to have to put them up high, I think, just because I don't want a liquidy mess. So we're going to attach these on here like this. Let's see. There we go. Perfect. And then we're going to do the same with the little one. I'm just going to keep those glue dots kind of higher up, and that should work like that. Perfect. And you can still see the stitching a little bit with the velvet when you get it up close. Okay, so there is, I think that's going to be perfect. Now we need to add our tires where these are going to go. So I do want to pop up the tires, and I'm going to pop up the tractor too. I mean, we're just going for it. So there will definitely be a little bit of extra postage for sure for this one. But you know what? We're going all in. We're going velvet. We are going to add some special tires here in a second as well. So I'll do that in a sec. Now I want to see whereabouts we want these to go. I think that about like that will be perfect. So let's start with, let's see here. Stick that one there. Yep. And then we're going to stick this one right there. Just want to make sure these are straight in the snow. That looks pretty good. I can always fudge them a little bit if I have to. Nope, I like it. Oh, I got a tire stuck to my hand. And then I can add, I'm gonna have to pop up the wagons and everything too. So I'm gonna just put pieces of the edge piece across the top of them. Okay. All right, so there's one. Now, I think the present should go in the first one. I think that the trees should go in the second one. That's my thoughts. Because then we balance like green with green, and then we're gonna have multicolored presents in the center one. So I'm gonna stick these, and the way I'm gonna make them stick is I'm gonna use a little bit of tear tape, and I'm gonna put it on the top here like that, and then I can stick the trees where I want them, and I think I'm gonna go like 1, 2, and then I'll put this one in the center like that. Okay, and that way, see how they're stuck on there? It's perfect. And then I can add a little bit of a dimensional on here, which will keep them raised up. And then of course I have to get in my, let's see, a little piece like this on top up here, because this has to pop up off of our tractor. So we got to get our wheels so that they are level. There's 1, and there is 2. We're going to add those in just like this. 1. Got to keep checking them out here. That looks pretty good. I think I'm going to be all right there. Yep. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to add this in, and we have got our trees in our last one. Okay, and they're all going to be popped up like that. That fits in there. Perfect. Okay, so there's our trees. There is our wagon in the back here. Let's see. I think we need to get a few gifts that are going to go in here. So we've got like some little tiny presents, but I also have like these. We'll put these little ones up top because they already have little bows. These are from the good old, been using this lots, the Tags and More. I'm going to turn like, do some plaid presents, maybe that one. I like that one. And we're just going to make like little square boxes that will look like presents. There was some like pre-die cut ones as well. I mean, there's a little stocking too. That's kind of cute. There was like some pre-die cut shapes, but I've gone through, I think, majority of those. Let me just see if I have any hidden in here. I don't think I do. Just because we've been using this so much, but I want to use up the scraps of, nope, we don't have any more. So we're going to create our own little presents, and they'll probably be a better size for this anyway. So let's like start by putting, let's see here. We're going to cut this one down, and we'll put this one just like that, and we'll glue it down. And then we'll build from there, and we'll put some smaller ones on top. We're gonna pile this high of presents. So we're gonna go like that. And then let's do, I like the red stripe. So we'll do this one so that it's kind of, I want a tall skinny one. So I'm gonna go like this. And so this one's kind of coming off the side like that. So I'm just cutting pieces of pattern paper to create our presents. And I'm just doing squares, rectangles, just so that it looks like wrapping paper. I really like the holly. Okay. It's a great way to use up, you know me, oh my goodness, I'm like lover of all the scraps, of course, right? Absolutely. Now, did I freeze? No, you guys are good. You can see me still. Okay, now let's see what other pattern. We do have this one, and I'm thinking maybe one that's kind of short and long across the bottom, like here. I mean, like I said, we're stacking them in, and then we can put like these ones that have the ribbons and stuff. We can pop those ones out in the front. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna put this one kind of tucked in behind here. See if I can get it in behind this one. Coming out from there like that, and then. So you can really have some fun, you know, picking your different colors. I think I might even have a smaller little tiny present, another one somewhere, but we'll go with these ones. And I think this will be enough. Let's see. Yeah, I think this will be good. We're gonna do this one here. Like that. Okay, so we've got some presents in our tractor. As I'm making it up as I go along, right? Do we have small enough dies for lights to put on the trees? Oh, that would be something, wouldn't it? Or even just silver. You could use like, I want to say like silver twine. You could use to kind of wrap around them a little bit to add, you know, kind of like tinsel, I guess you could do. Let me see. I'm going to bling up the tires here in a second, but first let's get our big tractor ready to go so that I can put my cute little rooster here that's going to help drive this thing. Hold on. We got to make sure that it's going to be far enough back so that it kind of connects like that on the fender. That's pretty good. Let's move it down one more. Okay. Yep, I think that works. And then, oh no, I'm not quite happy. I got to move it back a bit. Move it back just a little bit. There. I want it to look like it's at least attached. Yeah, that's better. Whew. Okay, and then this one's going to go right here. Let's see. Looking good? I think that's looking good. Yeah. And then I'm going to just add some dimension onto here like that. Hold this all together. And we got to put our seat on our tractor too. Okay. So there's our tractor. We're going to put our seat, and I'm going to tuck the seat kind of down flat. Let's see here. What about a glitter pen? We could definitely add some silver, like some shimmer to the trees for sure. There. Okay. How's our tractor? And we got our velvet tractor. We've got our presents. We've got our trees. I think that we need some peppermint. I think we need some peppermint little bits for inside the tires. I mean, it is a Christmas tractor, right? So I was thinking, and these were, oh my goodness, so popular. I don't know, like, look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Perfect. These were so popular last year when they came out. They must have sold out like 5 times. It was crazy. So they kept them around, and they are in the online store. So if you need some peppermint, they are super cute for embellishment. And I thought that they would be really cute with that new gingerbread man, the one that says, I think he says like, oh snap or something, right? And above the tires. Okay, look at that. Okay, we've got our trailer, or our tractor with our little trailers. We've got our little peppermints. Now, let's see what else I wanted to put. I'm gonna see if this turns out or not. Okay, so I went and I stamped a little red rooster here. Like, look at this guy. Isn't he cute? I think he's gonna fit on the card. I hope so. And then I gotta see if this is gonna turn out okay. I cut another shape as well, but in like a Christmas pattern. So I'm going to try. This is just a try here. I'm gonna try and attempt to put like a Christmas sweater on my my little rooster here. We're gonna see how this turns out. Okay, you guys may laugh at me and think, no, it doesn't quite look right, but we're gonna start by, again, I have to kind of play with it as I go, because I don't know where the, oh, look at that. That's very cute. I don't know where the neckline would be on this rooster, right? So I kind of got to play with it. And I'm just going to kind of add a little bit like that. And then we need his tail feathers there hanging out. So I'm going to just kind of go like this here, I'm guessing. And then of course he can't have the sweater on his feet, so we're going to cut off the feet, and we're going to see if we've got a sweater for him. Okay, let's see. I'm glad you found us. Wagon needs bling above the tires. Love the peppermints. Okay, let's see. Okay, Mr. Rooster, let's see how we're doing. Okay, does he look like he's wearing a Christmas sweater? Pretty close, right? Look at that. Okay, I'll put it together and then we'll decide what we think. I think it needs to be trimmed just a little bit right here. Okay. And we're going to end up covering up his little wing here, but I mean, we don't want it to get cold. He's out in the snow, right? So we gotta keep him nice and warm. And it's gotta go this way, a little tiny bit like that. Okay. Looks pretty good. Okay. There he is in his little sweater. Okay, what do we think? Do we keep him? Do we put him? Let's see here. We could put him, how about the chicken in the trees? Like, he could go right here. You could tuck him in like that. And he could be in there with the trees wearing his Christmas sweater so that he doesn't get chilled. Yeah? Okay. I mean, it could have been a little bit cleaner than that, but that's what we're getting tonight. Okay. Yep, I like him. He's staying. Okay. That's a great idea, Joe. I love it. Okay, we're gonna do Christmas chicken is going in with the trees, and I can tuck his little feet down in here like he is in there with the trees. Okay. going for the ride. Keep them. Okay, I am keeping them. All right, so let's add this to, we haven't got a greeting on here yet, but let's frame it in. There we go. And just some natural here. Now I'm thinking, do we need to add another color in behind? Maybe I'm going to bring in a slightly darker red, like a cherry cobbler, to go around the edges. Or, let's see, if we bring in, I just want to add a little bit more red. Like if we bring in just a tiny bit, I think that would be okay. Just a tiny, tiny bit of red. So this piece here is 3 inches by 8. So I'm just going to make this one just a tiny, tiny bit bigger. So let's go, like that. Not quite 3 1/4. All right, by 8 and right above it. Okay. Let's see. I think I've cut this right. I think we do need. Oh, I'm so glad you're entertained. There we go. I think that little bit of red just helps, right? I do like having that bit of neutral though, but I think the red in the backdrop is perfect. And then it's going to be a matter of what do we do for a greeting for this one? And I think we need to add just a little bit of shimmer, definitely in the trees. So we're going to get out the Wink Stella. We'll add a little bit of shimmer on there. Okay. And I'm going to pop this whole thing off. You know what? This might be just a very cute card to sit on the mantle over Christmas. Like a little home decor piece. There we go. Especially when you get it all framed up. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're going to put a little greeting down here, but I think we need a little bit of Wink Stella. Let's see, I've got more of these coming. Nope, I got some sparkle left in this one. Our velvet tractor I think is perfect as is, but I think we need definitely, look at that. That makes a difference right there. We are going to add sparkle to the trees. What a difference. Darkens this one up a little bit. But if we do a couple coats, we're going to have some really, like, it's almost like it's got some tinsel within the trees. Love it. And then maybe around our peppermint a little bit for the fenders, like that. Just to add a little bit more sparkle. Like that. Because at Christmas time, things are sparkly. Now I'm going to see if I can, what will happen. I mean, we're experimenting here, right? It's always good for me to do the experimenting for you. And then you can see what the results are. See if you want to try it out, but I'm going to add even just, I'm going to have to, I think, get a little bit more out of here because I'm going to add just a little bit of sparkle along the velvet here. No, it's not going to show up that much. And you don't want it to make, I think it would almost make the snowy there look kind of dirty. But look at the sparkle in the trees. I definitely like the sparkle in the trees. And around the tires, around the peppermints, a little bit of sparkle. That's perfect. Let's see a little bit more on this one. Okay. And then let's do some sort of greeting. Now, I hadn't thought too far ahead on the greetings, but I do have all of these. I wonder if one of these would be cute to put on here. Let's see what we've got. Because we do have some skinnier ones. Like, this is kind of cute. One that says with love. We don't want that. We want like a fun, kind of cheerful one like this one. Look at that. A little ho ho ho. That's cute. Or I thought I had one that said, oh, we've got a let it snow. We've got a green little let it snow. That one's kind of cute too. We've got a little fa la la. I kind of like the fa la la. No, peppermint, and I'm from greenhouse right now. Frozen here. Oh no, are you guys frozen? Nope, I'm good. The highlights pop it. They do, don't they? So, do I want the fa la la? Do I want the ho ho ho? Do I want? I mean, we could do something bigger like a happy Christmas, but it's just going to cover too much up, right? So I think I want something a little bit smaller. I just don't know which one I want. I kind of like the red and white. I want to see if I have the fa la la in that one. Don't know if I do. I think I used it. Wonder. Oh, this might be cute. Look at Dear Santa. What do we think of the Dear Santa? Okay, I need some help. Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. Red ho ho ho. Okay, we're going with the ho ho ho. There we go. Maybe a little fa la la. Do we add a second on there? Thoughts? I'll leave it there for a second. Let me know. But let's do the little ho 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 on there. Okay. We'll do the red ho ho ho. And then you let me know. Do we fa la la it too, or just the one? Okay. 1, 2, and 3. I like Dear Santa. The Dear Santa is cute. Okay, so I'm going to put this. I'm going to put it down here in the corner. Just like that. Oh yeah, that is just, nope. Oh, you guys are awesome. Nope, and just the ho ho ho. Perfect. Oh, that is pretty cute. Okay, that makes me smile too. Thank you guys for all your input. That turned out pretty cute. Love it. Love the sparkle. Peppermints are good. Okay. All right. So it is time to do a little giveaway. Now look at that. So we have got, this was, if you're joining me for the first time, then you may know that I like to do a little toss up on a Tuesday. Only we're doing it on a Wednesday because yesterday I was doing a little bit of running around in the evening. So I like to take something maybe that I've done or that I've seen and toss it up, and then you know, make it slightly different or use the color combinations. And in this this one I wanted to take, this was our fall, kind of going into fall version, with dirt on the ground, some grassy hills in the background, our pumpkins, our hay, and then turn it into Santa's tractor, Farmer Santa, his tractor with his Christmas trees and his presents. So there you go. I hope you guys like that. All right, so let's give away, I've got a fun fold. And if you didn't see what this fun fold this month was, I do have the samples. Let me see. There was really, let's see if I can find them. Here they are. Okay. So this fun fold, you will be creating, so the comment winner of this one, you will be creating the column fun fold, which is, it is a cool one to do. And you have all the pieces to create 3 of them. Okay, so all 3 of these. I need to make a Christmas version of this card as well, I think, now that I've got all my Christmas papers out. But these are the cards that you'll create, and all of the pieces are in here for you to create them. If you are within Canada, I can mail out the kit for you. If you are not within Canada, I can definitely send you a full instructional video which will walk you through how to make these fun folds, and then you can use whatever supplies you've got in your craft room to create them. Okay. And then for those of you that, I do have a subscription now. It is $2.49 a month, and with that you just get a little bit more content every week. So this past week, I'm trying to think what I posted in there. It was the directions to the note cards and the box that we did, the little Christmas box and note card set. I also walked them through the gatefold, all the measurements, and did a secondary card. I posted the card using the Scenic Adventure on my page, and then but they got to see me kind of create that and walk through that. So and then I've had, let's see, I've had just some layouts. So every Friday I post something in there, and then I sprinkle in a little bit of other things as well. And it's no different than this page. You see everything that is in the page, but then there's just some extra posts that are sprinkled in with kind of like more directions and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to give one away on Friday. So everyone that's in the subscription will, their names will go in for that. I do have a winner of the Joyful Images, and this is Natalie. I don't think you are watching tonight. I think you are way on the East Coast, so you're probably in bed by now, but you will find out tomorrow that you were the winner of this from my post, my appreciation post. And then we're gonna do, well, comment number 6 seems to be my number, right? Let's do comment number 6, and we will do this one. Someone will win this fun fold. Okay, who's it gonna be tonight? We're gonna see. All right. Here we go. We're gonna just give it a couple minutes. There it is. Okay, so I got Deborah is 1, Marie is 2, and then all of a sudden there'll be a bunch, and I'll have to count them out here. Let's see in a second. So there we go. That's what I was waiting for. And then Joanne, you are 3. Linda, you are 4. Sarah, you are 5. And let's see, we have got Barbara. I think you may, I'm going to check. I think you won this one just the other night. If you did, then we will go with, I will go with the next one. I think I put it in the mail for you. Oh no, it is waiting here to go into your box. That's right. So we will go with Alexina, if that's okay, because you've got one of these coming to you. So Alexina, this one is going to you. Congratulations. Okay, and if that's not the gift that's going into your share, I will pop one of these in for you as well. Okay, but that one will go out. I'll put it in the mail tomorrow. Congratulations, and thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, next time I will be live. We'll be on Friday morning. I hope you will join me then. In the meantime, if you do want to get in on the Ornamental Christmas, you have got, I think, 3 hours, and the form will be shut off. And then if you are not within Canada, I also do have, you can still go onto that form, but you can just choose the PDF video virtual class, and I do have there's also a link in there for my PDF store, which I do have all of my past classes in that store as well. So you end up with a PDF that's at least somewhere between probably 6 and 8 pages. That's full color. It's got lots of photos. It's got all the directions, measurements you need to cut, supplies that you need, and then along with it there is a 2 to 2.5 hour video. So once you prep everything, then you can just craft along with me and create all the projects. So that is how I work the PDF store. Is I always include also a video so that you can follow along, and it's like we get to craft together. Okay, and Lance is waving in the background. Okay, have a great evening, and thank you guys so much again for watching. Congratulations, Alexina, and I hope that you guys enjoyed Farmer Santa's little tractor and presents. We will see you soon. Bye for now.